Esa, pienso
Hugsa bara eins og þetta sé vel einangrað.
Já, en þú veist, ég bara, welcome to Yarn Chaos. Okay.
1, 2 og...
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Yarn Chaos. We're in a campsite in a pop-up trailer, and there's people all over us. We're all around us. So, welcome. This is episode 12, and we're on the road. And I met this one on the way.
Yep.
And everybody has gone that was with us.
Yeah. It's just the three of us.
It's just me, Mom, and my daughter. And she decided to stay one more night with us, and so we decided to podcast on the road, camping.
Yep.
And we are in Akureyri, in the north of Iceland, and it is really good weather here. But there might be some extra noise, and you know, people talking, birds. You know, there's seagulls that have been coming, trying to snatch some food. And, you know, kids playing with balls and stuff. You know, it is what it is. But my name is Birgitta.
I'm Edda Soffía.
And we're going to talk about some knitting. So, and crochet.
Yeah.
So we both have crochet this time. So that's exciting. So, yeah, we are not wearing any knitwear because it's been like 20-something degrees Celsius, right? We're up to 18 to 20. What was the high? Do you remember?
It's like 21, but now it's cloudy, so it's not as...
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess we should just get started.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, so we're not wearing any wool right now because it's been good weather. We're just in like light dresses. And so we're just gonna talk about what we're working on. We don't have anything finished, so it's basically just works in progress.
Yeah.
And we did stop by the yarn store here in Akureyri called Gangi.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that towards the end.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, let's get started. You have your drink?
Yes, I sure do.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm thinking you want to start?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll start.
Sorry. Oh man, we're having some technical difficulties. We've got you loaded up on microphone is plugged in. We've got you loaded up on like a pile of something that, you know, and we're trying not to touch the table. Let's move easy.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're also sitting on like rubber, you know, cushions. So, okay, so go real slow and just reach for it. Like,
all right. The first thing that I'm making is a new cast on.
Yeah.
It's a crochet blanket.
And Mom called it her soft ripple blanket.
Yep.
Because it's just very smooth. It's not like the ones that go.
Yeah, that's what.
What is that called?
Chevrons.
Chevrons.
Yeah. Yeah. I just looked it up on YouTube, and it was called soft ripple.
Soft ripple. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
soft ripple. Yeah. And I'm just gonna use these 4 colors. That is the main color, and then these get darker and then lighter. Anyway,
you were gonna have it very like mellow, and then you decided to put the dark one in.
Then I felt like it was a little bit too mellow, so I put the dark one in.
Have a little contrast. And you thought about putting pink in it too?
Yeah, I thought about it, but I couldn't find any pink that I thought was light enough.
And this is like,
it's a good
size. It probably would fit on a twin size bed.
Yeah,
right?
Probably. I cast it on 23 loops.
Yep.
It's
loops.
Yeah. And on a crochet needle size 3.5. And I'm using this Smart from Sandnes. And my better half, he left this morning. He had to go work, and I forgot to take all the yarn, so I can't.
So you can't work on it.
No.
But you know, like a true maker, you have backup plans.
I got a backup.
Have extra projects.
Yeah.
But so this is, what are you thinking for this? Like, where is this gonna go?
In my living room in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like soft colors.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is gonna, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my new project that I just love making.
And we were talking about it, how nice it's been, because now I also have a crochet project. And we were talking about how nice it's been to just to switch up, you know, because we are like avid knitters.
Yeah.
We knit all the time, but we don't crochet always. And so it's been so fun to grab that. It's such a smooth and like relaxing.
Yeah, I haven't crocheted in a long time.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Not really. Not like a big project or
And
anything.
it's better for your hands to change.
To like switch it up.
Yeah. So, what do you got?
What do I have? So, I guess just staying on the crochet.
Yeah. Let's get that over with.
Let's get that. Let's not get it over. Let's talk about some crochet. So, I thought I was going camping for like 2 weeks. So I packed a lot of projects, a lot of books and all kinds of things. But I had started this project before leaving, and just like the day before maybe. And I started doing, and before I knew it, I had 4 granny squares made. Like I just sat down for a little while and it just shoom, and I just grabbed all my colors. This is looking in disarray. It all fell out last night when we were playing cards, me and Abigail. And so it was like a little bit neater in here, and like each string came out very nicely, but it all fell out and I didn't realize to clean it up before, but whatever, this is life. So this is all Kambgarn, and this is Icelandic made.
No?
Well, it says here, it says made in Iceland, actually. It says
No, not the yarn. It's colored and packed in Iceland.
colored and packed in Iceland. It's funny because it says here on the label,
Yeah.
made in Iceland.
Yeah,
But they get the
think,
wool.
I think
Yeah.
that's what it is.
But it's a known yarn in Iceland, and it's like a manufactured yarn that is easy to get. We get it at the grocery store, and so this is all just yarn I had in my stash, and I decided to just pull the colors that I thought would go together, and this is like very much my colors. This one here is a little bit new.
That's my color. I'm rubbing up.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, rubbing off on me. So I decided to pop it in there just to have a little, you know. And then I had 2 of these of the dark brown, and so I decided to use that as the border, and I've just been attaching as I go. And I finished this
Pillowcase.
this morning,
Yeah.
the last one, and this is just going to be a little cushion.
No cushion.
Yeah. Or would you say pillowcase?
No, it's a pillowcase. It's
No,
a cushion.
a cushion.
Yeah.
Cushion. And then Mom was asking me, and I'm like, I'm being really good about putting my ends away. I've just got a little bit left. And then Mom was saying, like, how are you gonna make the back? How are you gonna put it together? And I hadn't really decided, but she had a good idea about just making, like, using this and just making stripes, you know, crocheting stripes, just tight stripes, just back and forth, and having it kind of overlap so it comes up, and then have another part that goes further down, and with buttons, so that'll hold it. And we were at the yarn store, and I was looking at the buttons, and I was like, oh, I should pick up some buttons. And then I was like, no, I've got some at home.
Yeah, and if you don't have them,
then you've got them.
I got them.
So this has been so much fun. Like, I have loved this so much.
Yeah.
I used to be such an avid crocheter before I started knitting so much.
Yeah. Yes.
So this was like getting back to my, you know, first hobby, first love. So that's fun. And I don't know if because you asked me if I was going to have this in the pop-up camper.
Yeah.
I think it should definitely live here. And then I'll pull it inside over winter.
Yeah.
Let it be in the... But so this is fun.
I think you should make a blanket.
Out of this.
Yeah.
I'd have to get more brown.
Yeah.
And then what I was also doing as far as color choice is that there's this muted, it's like a, I wonder what color is this? It's just like a beige gray,
Yeah.
like a very, very, very light taupe. And before I knew it, I realized I had put that into the first 4. So I just kept that going. So the only like thing that I was thinking about is to have this in one of the stripes and then to connect it with the dark chocolate brown. So I think I'm going to make a pillowcase out of this. Not a pillowcase, a cushion. A cushion. I'm going to make a cushion out of this one, and then I'll see if I'll continue. Because I've got some other blankets that I need to finish.
Yeah,
that are crochet.
Yeah.
So I think I'd rather finish that and then maybe come back and do a matching blanket.
Yeah.
We'll see.
For the camper.
Yeah, which will be fun. Maybe that'll be a winter project.
Yeah.
But it was, a lot of fun just grabbing stash too, because I was leaving and I was like, oh, I wanted just some kind of like quick like palette cleanser. And it was so fun to just shop my stash.
Yeah,
and
that's always fun.
Yeah. And this is giving me like major 70s vibes.
Yeah.
Right? Like hardcore.
It's like
retro. Yeah, I love that. That like matches my home very well.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, have you seen my little mug here? Right?
Yep.
So, you go.
I got another one.
Oh, and you need to talk about your project bag too.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I will. Here I'm making a sweater. And I've been doing this for a while. I might even have mentioned that in the podcast before. But now I'm down to...
Do you want me to hold it? So it's not... I think when it goes in front of your mouth...
Oh, yeah.
Then they can't hear you,
yeah.
so...
All right. So I have split for the sleeves. Just put some black yarn.
Some scrap yarn?
Yeah. And it's going to have a V-neck. And it's made from pure silk. Knitting for Olive. Pure silk. And the color is ballerina.
Oh, wow. That's so
beautiful.
fitting.
Yeah.
That's fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the yarn kind of hurts my fingers. But it's okay if I do a little bit at a time. And it's gonna be so gorgeous when I'm done. I'm just gonna have the sleeves like up
Like
to
3/4
here.
length.
Yeah.
But does it feel... Because to me it feels almost like linen.
It's silk.
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
never knit with this before.
No, it's not as hard on your hands
As linen. Softer.
Yeah,
It feels
yeah,
softer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've just been like... This has been like in between projects. Grab and make a couple of rounds. Just to not hurt your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm making another sweater, but Gunnar took it home.
Oh, it was
This
in it
morning.
was in your guys'
Yeah.
camper. Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the sweater is like very oversized, and you were inspired by Janna, right?
Yeah.
From
yeah,
knitting
Finnish
knitting stories.
Yeah.
She was making a very oversized wool sweater.
Yeah.
I think using Icelandic yarn even.
Yeah. She might have.
Yeah.
And it was the never-ending
Sweater.
Yeah,
as she said.
Yeah. And so I bought a dark gray, like charcoal gray. And I started making, it's called Iskalt, something like that. It's what's her name?
We'll put it all in the show notes if you can't remember.
Yeah, but I don't have it to show it anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll show it next time.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
so my pink
No,
sweater.
but with the sweater, just so you had started the big sweater.
Yeah.
You
well,
then tried it on
I
after
tried
splitting
it
for the
on.
sleeves.
And it's like the big. It's
Like
for both of
like
us.
the armhole is like ridiculous. I
Yeah,
could
it
like
goes
climb
down to-
inside.
yeah.
I could probably climb inside the armhole.
But it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be oversized.
It's supposed to have 10 inches
positive ease.
Positive ease.
Yeah.
And I did everything that
You went after the pattern.
Yeah.
And then when you tried it on, you were like, oh wow.
Wow.
But it's going to be so cozy. Because the arms don't have to be so
And it has
huge.
a V-neck and it comes down to
Yeah, it's a little big.
Yeah.
But it has a thick, it'll probably cinch it in a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
And then you could just sew it if it's...
Ribbing
Yeah.
that comes here.
But you'll
And
show it in the next one.
Yeah, and I had thought about maybe using a shawl, in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be like a winter cozy. Not even just winter, also camping.
It was supposed to be camper cozy.
That's what it was supposed to be.
Camping.
Yeah. Because our summers are not as warm as
No.
you might know. And for our camping, we were laughing about it that she has her fuzzy warm winter slippers for the camper.
Yeah.
Because it's cold.
Yeah, not at home.
Yeah. So we wear wool sweaters in the evenings, and we're lucky if we get days like today.
Yeah.
So we just kind of follow the sun. If the sun is 5 hours from the house, we drive there.
That's where we're going.
But anyway, so to be continued with the black oversized sweater, the never-ending sweater. We'll see how, if you finish it, because you were kind of like not sure if you had lost steam on it.
Yeah, it might go in the naughty corner for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No. But anyway, yeah.
Anyway, so I was gonna show you in my bag that I keep my pink sweater in. It's so beautiful. It's I got this for
Your birthday.
my birthday last year. It's so pretty.
And it's kind of special. It's so different. Because like the bottom is what is this called? Corduroy.
Yeah, corduroy.
And then you have this cross stitch and all these different fabrics, and these are like thick, good, like almost curtain fabrics.
Yeah. And these are all repurposed.
Fabric.
Yeah, by both the fabric and this. Yeah. Yeah, and on the inside, it's beautiful too. Has pockets.
And it's so well made.
Yeah.
And then look at the string. This is like almost like what's that called? Like the tent. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, for the
But I'm pretty sure this is also repurposed. Do you think? But,
well, I don't know. This is the only thing that I want to change because it doesn't. It's so slippery.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. But this is the sign. Maybe show that.
Yeah.
So she's from Denmark, and the lady who makes these, and she like repurposes used fabrics for it, and it's just beautiful. And we were at the yarn store here in Akureyri, and the lady who owns the store had a bag like this, just in blue tones and different.
And green,
and she had a cross stitch pattern in the front. It was smaller, and also in the back.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, where'd you get it? And there was a big event last weekend, our first weekend knitting. What is that called?
Get together.
And she had, the store owner had bought her bag from the lady.
Yeah.
Last weekend. And so now I'm like,
now you need one.
I don't need one, but I definitely want to. Because I love the I love what she stands for, and I like the fact that she's using repurposed, and this is so new and different to me. Like I like that it's with cross stitch and
Crochet.
No, you had no cross stitch. Isn't it called cross stitch?
No, it's called.
Yeah, I think it's called cross stitch.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, wait a minute.
Crochet.
No, cross stitch.
Yeah, cross stitch.
So I think I want to support her in that. So I think I'm gonna give her a look, see if there's a bag. But not that like y'all may see that these are totally my colors, and maybe I'll just buy a pink one for mom.
Yeah, if you can find one. No,
I know.
Birthday.
I know. It's beautiful.
But anyway, I wanted to show it to you.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah. So what else do you have?
So my sweater that I was that I started. I think I showed it on. Okay, I may be coming out of frame. This is a very different setup than we're used to. But I did. I showed it in my last podcast. So mom had these 4 plates of green Plötulopi, and I bought mohair, kid silk mohair, and I did a swatch, and I had started a sweater, and I've split for the sleeves, and I've also picked up the neckline. Oops. And so then, yeah, let me just show you. So this is how far I am, and I've been cinching it in here, and I had told you guys in the last episode that I'm basing this off of the So Faded by Andrea Mowry because I like the dip here. And then I picked up, and I think I'm gonna end up folding these the neckline down, so it's not gonna be as wide. I'm not really sure because the more I look at it like this, I like it, but I think I'm just gonna see if it irritates me. If it irritates me, then I'll sew it down halfway. But so it does go down in the front, which I love, and it feels great and smells great.
Yeah, it smells so good.
But in the pattern, but I'm kind of just going rogue. I base the neckline off of her pattern, and then I just increase and try it on, which is the great thing about knitting top down. And then I'm decreasing here because when I did try it on, it did feel a little big in the back and in the front, and so I'm just kind of decreasing pretty rapidly.
Yeah.
And I think and then I'm gonna kind of base the bottom off of Melody Hoffman's Tulip Sweater.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna do that. I think so that's exciting. So and so I've kind of just put this one on hold because I think I'm there and I need to just try it on, and we had other things to do today, so I just put this to the side. So I'll let you guys know, and because it's a V-neck and you pick it here, it does pucker a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think once I wash it, it'll lay flat.
I think so.
Yeah. It's funny. Looks like there's something on here, but this is just the wool. It's just a like the color didn't take there or something. Yeah. But that's fun. I like that. It's also like in little spots, like on the it's like white little areas here. But yeah, and I'm knitting this on so I'm holding a double with mohair, and I'm knitting it on US 7 4.5 millimeters. I keep saying liters. Chaugu. So yeah. And oh nope, let me just get it. I'll just cut it out. It's fine. Okay, so that's like, yeah. And then I started a new project today.
Yeah.
So.
I don't have anything else.
No.
Just show that.
Okay, I'll show it. So maybe we should just talk about the Gangi, right?
Yeah, like sina soccer.
Yeah, I am. But so I just cast these on. So Mom was visiting my oldest sister, her oldest daughter, in the States, and she brought me back Patton's Croy sock, and gave me 2 skeins. And so when I was going on my trip, I decided to take it with me because it's always good to have a pair of socks when you maybe have to think like on the sweater, but I don't have to think with these. And I had metal Chaugu needles. It's nothing to show. I just started this, and I had metal ones, but then we went to the knitting store and I swapped them out for Chaugu wooden ones. And these are in 3 millimeters, which is US 2.5, and they're 15 centimeters or 6 inches. And once I got back, I switched them out. And I mean, this is as far as I go. It's not much to, show, but I like the feel so far. I've only done a couple rounds, but it feels good. And I'm trying to find a way to knit socks to where it's enjoyable and I don't get like cramps in my hands and stuff like that. So like metal needles doing magic loop is I grip it somehow with my pinkies that it hurts. So I'm trying to find different ways, and I'm kind of excited about these. It does mean that I go up to 3 millimeters.
Milliliters.
No, millimeters. Millimeters. But yeah, so I picked up two packs of these because I'm gonna knit them concurrently.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do the ribbing on this one and then cast on the other one, do the ribbing, because I'm used to doing socks 2 at a time.
So, yeah.
And so if I do something on the one sock, I'll just do it on the other one, so they match.
Yeah.
And the length matches and everything is the same, and I'm done with both at the same time. and I've been doing one sock at a time, and
second
there
sock syndrome.
And it's not
kicks
just
in.
that. It's not just that. It's also that I just knit with the flow, kind of, and I don't count. You know, I should, because I'm knitting them like Kay, the crazy sock lady.
Yeah.
Isn't she called Kay? She knits one at a time, but she marks every 10 rows with those bulb
yeah.
things. I just can't. I'm not that. I need to just knit and just let it flow. And so my socks haven't been matching. So this is my solution. Concurrently have two needles, 2 packs of needles.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
So, so I bought the needles, and I'm just going to show the yarn, and then you can show what you bought since I've started. I have a pattern. Do you remember whose pattern that is? Do you remember the name of them?
No.
But you guys may know. It's yeah, maybe you could look it up. We could show them.
You talk, I'll look.
Okay, so I want to make these mitts. I kind of want to make them into closed mittens. It's fingerless mittens in the pattern, and it's like a moth design, black and white with like a little rust color in the, and I just love the color, so I'm gonna have it just the same as it's in the pattern. So I bought Holstgarn in black and in bleached white, and these are 50 gram skeins, 100% wool, 287 meters. And I'm gonna make the mitts finally, because I was looking through my stash and I had no black yarn that I could use. I did have a white and a different type of yarn, but I decided just to buy the same. And then I've definitely got scrap yarn for the little bit of color that I need for it. Right. Okay. So we were a little bit interrupted. But these are the mitts that I'm talking about. Underwing mitts by Erica Hauser. And I love the colors that are in here. So I just kind of want to make it. I don't often just make with the same colors as comes in the pattern, but sometimes it's just perfect. So
yeah. I made these, of course, in brown and beige.
Yeah, because you don't knit a lot with black.
No.
Even though you're making a massive black sweater right now.
Yeah,
That's
really.
very out of your norm. But yeah, you made them and I loved it, so I bought the pattern, but then I never got around to doing it. So now that's on the agenda.
Yeah.
But while we were in there, so this store is called Gangi, and I'll put it in the show notes. And we were talking about it after leaving there. Every time we go in there, it's such a good experience.
Yeah.
Like you walk in there.
They are such darlings.
Yeah. They're always smiling, and they welcome you, and it's such a good vibe in there.
Yeah.
They're just,
and they always say hi to you, like they know you. Oh, hi.
yeah,
you
right?
here?
Yeah. And like, you know, people come in, and like today it was so busy. I was gonna videotape.
Yeah.
And like we were the first ones in there at that moment, and then it was just the store filled up. And so I was just like, ugh, I just couldn't.
No.
But definitely, if you're visiting Iceland and you're in Akureyri, go see them. And just the setup of the store, they've got a lot of stuff in a small store.
Yeah.
A lot of fun things and different kinds of yarns and a bunch of different hand dyers. Yeah. And
they're dyeing themselves.
And they're dyeing themselves. Yeah. And oh my goodness, I just couldn't pick a yarn, so I ended up just not buying anything. Yeah. But I definitely want to buy some yarn from them. And then you picked up some stuff.
I bought something.
Such fun colors.
See,
okay.
I was just trying these. They're bamboo, Chalco, 2.5 millimeters, and US 1.5, and 15 centimeters. I was just trying them. I don't know if I used them, but
I was trying to look for 2 of these in 2.5, but I couldn't find it, so I just decided to go with 3, and you bought this one to try it out.
You can have them.
No, I mean, yeah, well, if you don't like them.
No, but you know, I'm going to try them. Anyway, so in my RV or camper, I'm trying something new because I like soft colors.
Yeah. Like whites and beiges and
Yeah.
soft pinks and
Yeah,
pastels.
shabby
and shabby chic, cottage,
Yeah.
like French cottage. That's, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this winter I made a quilt.
You showed it, I think.
Yeah, I
you showed
showed
it
it.
in our quilting episode. Yeah.
And I finished it and for the wall. And it has Kaupvangsstræti and Tulip
Fabric.
Pink and Anna Maria Horner fabric, and they're all bright and
like
fun
neon
and, and big
pinks
flowers
and greens
and
yeah.
tigers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah, it's fun patterns. Yeah.
Anyway, so I decided that I always knit my own table rags.
Washcloth?
Yeah, washcloths.
Yeah.
So I decided, why not pick these colors? Yeah, so these are going to be my table.
I don't know, what do you call it? Washcloth?
Washcloths, yeah.
Or just like rags that you use in the kitchen
Yeah.
to wipe tables
Yeah.
with. So this is 100% cotton.
Yeah, and it's
And this is the same colors that's in that blanket, just
Yeah.
so people see reference. It's like,
Yeah.
it's all these colors, right? Is the yellow in there? A little
no,
bit? No.
it's
It's definitely
some
these colors.
yellow. Yeah, some yellow. Yeah.
So this is going to be fun. So your camper, I have an old pop-up camper that just has one wing that you pull out, but she has a Sprinter,
A Ford
called?
Transit.
Ford Transit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had it built,
Renovated on the
Yeah,
inside.
yeah,
Mhm. Where they built it like according to like your guys' wishes, how
Yeah.
you would like to have it set up.
Yeah, and it has, of course, all light colors inside.
Of
So
course.
it's gonna be fun to have pop up
Yeah.
like neon colors.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So and we were talking about how fun it is because you like muted colors at home and everything. That's your norm. That's your
Yeah.
safe zone. But for summer,
Something
sometimes,
like that.
yeah. And
This
in
is-
the bag that she made for the giveaway, which by the way, thank you for making the bag.
Yeah, well, you're welcome.
We've drawn for the giveaway, and I've received emails from both winners. And once I get back, which we're driving back tomorrow,
Yeah.
I'll probably ship it out on Friday. So stay tuned, y'all. But thank you so much for making the bag for us.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That
was fun.
But and that bag, I mean, you guys, like it just pretty much matches your
Yeah.
your little traveling mug.
Yeah.
But so that's your norm, like the muted, soft, romantic stuff.
Yeah.
And so the neon is just a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
I love that you're doing that inside the camper,
Yeah.
just for that like bright summer, you know,
And I
inspiration.
keep it soft.
But with
also,
pops of color.
With pops
Yeah.
of colors. Yeah.
So that's really fun. And
Yeah.
yeah. But he drove why do I always want to call it a Sprinter?
It's a transit.
Transit. Yeah. He drove the Transit home this morning.
Yeah.
So
He had
Yeah.
to go to work.
so now it's just a girls trip. And
Yeah.
it's 3 generations together.
Yeah.
And we're gonna stay here overnight and then head home tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's our episode pretty much. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Mom, for co-hosting with me. It was fun.
You're welcome.
Fun.
It was fun. Fun for me to
Yeah.
be on here.
Yeah. And yeah, we'll be back.
Yeah.
We'll probably do this another time. You have to show your black sweater,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
That's if I keep on knitting it. It's a lot of work and then
Yeah. I think it'll be
Huge.
cozy though. Yeah.
well, I don't need a tent.
No, it is pretty big. But if you're gonna rip it out, we're taking pictures before.
I'm not ripping it out.
No, okay.
I'm gonna finish
But
it.
if you are,
Yeah.
we're documenting it. Okay, so that's it. We're gonna go grab something to eat. Our plan
Yeah.
is to get
Chinese
food and
knit and crochet.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.